about Gamg. C-Dub on the beat. Back against the wall, CL20's knocking rated. IGI's tripping, validated, shoot ready. Brown incarceration, got my people living daily. Gang war.
Hey, yo, what's good with everybody, man? I hope everybody's having a productive day, feeling blessed. And like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. So with that being said, man, all that overtime paid off for me, man. I was able to pay all my bills, pay my rent, had a little bit of money left over. So I'm gonna go to the snow. I'm gonna take the kids to the snow. This is gonna be my first time in the snow. But a lot of people have been asking me if I'm gonna do a follow-up on the article on Dashing D, the Mexican Mafia that just reportedly or recently passed away. I haven't found not one article on it. 2 videos on YouTube, but I haven't found one article on it. So when I do, I got you guys. Because I'm going to try to get in depth and try to find a lot more information than just the basic fundamentals of it. He passed away. I'm going to try to give you more than that. Till then, work with me here. But let's get into the video. With that being said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, always leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Check the links in the description for my Apple and Spotify music. Go ahead and run my streams up. And you can check out my playlist section on my YouTube channel and check out my music right there. Thank you guys for your guys' time. Most importantly, thank you guys for your guys' support. So we got a Mexican Mafia member who's already doing about 17 to life. Pretty much got a life sentence, if you ask me, in the state prison system. And what tripped me out, right, is that normally when they bring up charges on a Mexican Mafia member, it comes with a RICO indictment because they're going to try to show the organized crime from different neighborhoods, different streets, different gangs, how it operates, how they pay their taxes and sell drugs and in the furtherance of the Mexican Mafia. And usually when these dudes are facing these kind of indictments, it gets them transferred to the federal penal system. That's usually when a Mexican Mafia member's name gets involved. But this Mexican Mafia right here, Gabriel Sleepy Garcia from Wilmas, he just getting charged on the basis that they didn't want to ignore any crimes. That no crime that's committed by a street gang that's operated under the umbrella of the Mexican Mafia should go unnoticed. Now, will it affect this individual? No, I mean, the dude's already doing life, if you ask me. So it's like, if you're going to hit him hard, hit him hard and hit him where it hurts. But just to throw an additional charge, an additional couple of years on his sentence to try to prevent like his parole board hearing from happening because, unless you got life without, there's always going to be that possibility that you might get released from prison. So maybe this is their way of saying, he's in the continuance of conducting crime and organizing crime on the streets in the city of Wilmington. So that's probably why they're trying to blame the individual. So it's an assault charge. Pretty much some individuals were bragging about it from his neighborhood, from a Wilmas gang neighborhood, bragging about jumping some fool and stomping some fool out because that particular individual lost his gun. Lost a particular gun. Maybe he lost a neighborhood gun, lost one of his homies' guns. Either way, some dude got stomped out pretty bad. So what they did was they went after Eastside Wilmas. And they got about, I think it's a 14-page summary on individuals that they arrested. But obviously they're going to blame Sleepy, saying that, man, he was pretty much the reason why these individuals beat on this individual. Plus, they got a certain amount of guns. They said a modest amount of guns, modest amount of narcotics, but got so much wiretaps, phone recordings, cell phone recordings. They were bugging a lot of these individuals' phones, tapping into their phones. And a lot of these individuals are pretty much just talking about, the business they were conducting on behalf of Sleepy. That's why he got brought up in this indictment. But the only additional charge he's going to get is for this particular assault. So it's conspiracy to commit assault and gang participation. No indictment, but the gang participation is a trip, right? Because they're basically saying he's in the penal system, that he's part of the commission. I thought the commission was a federal thing. I didn't know it was a state thing. I thought it was a federal thing. But they're saying he's part of the state commission, which operates that him and working alongside with other Mexican Mafia members, they're going to be dictating and controlling a lot of the streets in California. And they're pretty much organizing all this crime within their own territories and within their own gangs and their old gangs. So that's what the wiretaps are describing. All these individuals on the streets just boasting and bragging about how they're working for this individual, what they done for this individual. Man, they better go watch that movie Casino and know that, back then, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, man, when they walk out the building, they were, yeah, you're good. You're good. All right. Cover your mouth and go walk down the block if you're going to talk about business, bro, because all this over the phone, time and time again, people are getting caught with these phones. If they're looking at you and they have their eye on you and they're investigating you, man, the government ain't gonna tell you how easy it is to connect you to that phone, how easy it is for them to just snatch that phone up, wiretap it, throw some type of spyware program on it, malware program on it, however they want to hack you. Pegasus and the other one, like I was telling you, just to get this, just to hack into your guys' phones and listen to everybody have conversations. The whole time, these individuals are not just keeping it on the wraps. They're not going back like back in the day, showing up to somebody's house and be like, yeah, man, I took care of that, bro. Yeah, man, y'all stupid, man. He's al rato, man. He's gone, bro. Ya se fue el way. No, they're just like, hey, fool, check it out, right? Man, bro, I even recorded it, bro. I swear to God, I got the footage, bro. That World Star. That's pretty much what these individuals are doing. Sleepy, he was sentenced a while back. He stabbed somebody to death in like a bar brawl. And believe it or not, 4 years and like a couple of months, 6 months, 8 months into that sentence, he paroled. So he paroles, and he starts pimping 2 women. Two of these women solicited 2 individuals. Now, mind you, these individuals hook up with these women and were charged $15. $15, bro. Believe it or not, bro. Man, where they got them kind of 304s at, man? I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a deal of a lifetime, unless they were just busted. But either way, dude was like, man, I only got $11, bro. I ain't got the whole 15, bro. I only got 11. But don't tell Huerta, man. Don't tell Sleepy, bro. Woo, woo. Well, sure enough, man, it gets back to Sleepy. Sleepy don't like what he hears. Comes back with a shotgun, and with one shotgun blast, takes out dude's life for $11, bro. For $11, because he was pimping 2 women that obviously were of no significant value. So obviously they were like some lizards. And obviously the individual got life. He got life for that. But he said it wasn't about the $4. It was about being disrespected. So yeah, so you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail for $11. Then in the 1980s, when he was in the Tehachapi Shoe, he took out one of his cellies, Nico Velasquez. Nico Velasquez was a Mexican Mafia member who decided to turn his life over for Christianity. But we all know how that turns out, man. If you're trying to get away from the lifestyle, get away from the gang, disassociate yourself, there is no such thing as dropping out. It's a lifetime commitment, blood in, blood out. Even though his cellie died, he was never charged for the hot one. But he did admit to the parole board that he was responsible for his cellmate's death. Now, obviously, there's a lot more to the story, but the part of the story that's going to trip me out, and I want to know if there's going to be repercussions for it. These individuals ain't allowed to acknowledge the existence of the Mexican Mafia. They're supposed to be denying it. But time and time again, you'll see a lot of people, self-admit to it, brandish the tattoos instead of hiding it, getting the tattoos, whatever. But he's been telling the parole board lately that he's pulled away from that lifestyle. He is no way in shape or form associated with it. That he's not a Mexican Mafia member no more. But they don't believe him. They still think he's part of the commission. They still think he's running Eastside Wilmas. But for him to openly say, like, I'm not a part of it, is a form of acknowledgement, right? Which, I don't wish the man to get in trouble. You know what I mean? This is his life. But him not denying it, but him just saying that he's walking away from it, he pulled away from it. But he's still, obviously in position where he's surrounded by these individuals, surrounded by his brothers. I don't know if they would take a liking to that. Like, man, what are you trying to say, bro? But then again, he can say whatever he wants to the parole board and the parole hearing. But in the 14-page indictment, they're outlining a lot of different scenarios that happen in Eastside Wilmas. Individuals selling to undercover cops, individuals getting caught over the phone, individuals caught talking about other hot ones, other jumping other fools, targeting other fools, kites, you name it. The article's a lot longer. I'm just giving you a brief description about what's going on with this individual. But the prosecution is making a case that it doesn't matter what we're charging these individuals for. That it shouldn't just be we should go after him because it's, it was a hot one and he's responsible for it because we got proof that he called the shot. Anything that this gang does, no matter what their actions are, if we can tie it to this man, whatever it is, selling dope, stealing a car, beating somebody up, threatening somebody, extorting somebody, you name it, the prosecution says we're done looking the other way and just looking at it like, well, we can't do nothing to the dude who's doing life anyways. We're going to start charging these individuals more and more and more. But like I said, there's a point that I want to prove. Like, if they're already doing life nothing really affects them. Indictments like this or certain indictments, sometimes that's what they want, like I said in a while back. But some of these indictments, when you're like, I'm going to give you an extra 5 years because this dude knocked this dude's teeth out, took him for his Nikes, banged on him instead of Eastside Wilmas. But I know you told him to do it, or you had something to do with it, or you overlooked this gang, so you're going to get charged with it. I'm going to give you an additional 5 years. You're just giving these guys an opportunity to sit in that cell and just laugh like, all right, yeah, that's cool, whatever. It doesn't really affect them. So like I said, if you know, being that the prosecution and the DA and law enforcement is going to target them in which way fashionable and possible, do it. If you're going to do it, you got to go hard in their pain, because nothing affects these guys. Something like this is just minor. Something like this is petty. So you're pretty much wasting, you know, the court's time, taxpayer dollars time, because what does it matter to him? He got life over $11. Do you think that man cares that some dude got jumped and got beat up because he lost a gun? That dude's not going to lose one bit of sleep. But I wanted to bring that story to you guys' attention. I'm still looking for the Dash and D story. I want to get an effective and a long story. I'm doing my research, so, you know, bear with me on that one. So with that being said, like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. Peace.